What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is my week 14 biggest takeaways and reactions of most of the games, alright? Keep making sure to like, subscribe, comment, and keep doing whatever the hell you want to with the videos. I don't care. Just make sure to keep doing it, alright? Sorry. It's getting cold here in Michigan. Starting to get the little sniffles, a little sore throat. Guess what? That ain't nothing for me. Alright? We move on. We continue. We keep walking down the road. Alright? Since I'm talking about being in Michigan, how about we start there with Thursday night, Lions and Cowboys. Lions overpower the Cowboys, and they keep the playoff hopes alive. Wow, killing Dallas's playoff hopes. Whoa, I was scared going into this game. I really was. Dallas was one of the hottest, if not the hottest team in the NFL coming into this game. Lions have kept going win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. I was really scared. A loss would have killed our playoff chances. Still would have been hope. It would have been a harder road though. But this game helps. Alright. And a big contributor to the reason why this game went the way it is Jahmyr Gibbs. Is he the offensive player of the year? I think he is. I really think he is. Against the Cowboys, he had 120 total yards, 6.3 yards per touch, and 3 touchdowns. The guy is unbelievable. He's the new Barry Sanders. Guess what? His stats are almost identical. And he splits carries. Granted, Barry had to do basically everything for the Lions when he played, because he was the only thing on the team, basically. But Gibbs, he's one of the plethora of offensive weapons we have, and he's still putting up these huge numbers. It's unbelievable. It's not just been this game. It's been the past 5 games he's been going ballistic. Alright, here are his averages over the last 5 games. 157.6 total yards per game, 102.2 rushing yards per game, 55.4 receiving yards per game, 7.7 yards per touch, and 9 touchdowns in the last 5 games. That's insane. That is absolutely ridiculous. In my opinion, the offensive player of the year is between him and JSN. I think Gibbs is just inching his way more towards there, and I think he could win it. I really do. Alright. One thing that sucked about the game, Brian Branch. My guy BB, out for the year with a torn Achilles. Are we cursed? Are the Lions cursed? Are they? Let me know in the comments. All last year, had 15-2, which was great, but it didn't matter. We lost in the playoffs because half of our starting defense was out last year. All right, it was the front 7 last year. Now, looking at it now, almost half of our starting defense is out again. This time it's the secondary. Terry and Arnold, Kirby Joseph, now Brian Branch, DJ Reed just got back. Oh my God, I don't know. And now it's starting to leak into the offensive side with our O-line, Decker. Panay's been dealing with some injuries every here and there, but he plays through it. Best tackle in the league. Oh, Mahogany. I mean, I don't know. I think they're cursed. I really do. There's no other explanation for it. Alright, it's just football gods hate us. Football gods hate Detroit for some unknown reason. And I really wish one day they'd throw us a bone. Let us get our Super Bowl, please. And I will let our entire offense be heard if it meant the Super Bowl. I'd give my left arm, my left leg, something. God. It's alright. Still hope. 8-5. We control our own destiny. We'll be good. Let's get into another team that's been dealing with injuries. The Commanders made 9. J.J. McCarthy look like Tom Brady. Alright. JJ went 16 for 23, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns, 129.2 passer rating. To be fair, those aren't the best numbers, but they won 31-0. What else are you going to say about that? But talking about the injury part of it, Jaden Daniels just came back from injury. Got hurt again. Same elbow. And I gotta ask the question, should he just be shut down for the rest of the year? I know the guy loves ball. He wants to be out on that field with his guys competing, even if they're eliminated from the playoffs. He wants to be out there just doing what he loves. He's getting paid to do it too, so why not? But I think he should be shut down the rest of the year. You're eliminated from the playoffs. He keeps getting hurt. We don't want another RG3 situation happening here. Okay? This is your franchise QB on a rookie deal. Preserve him. Go into next year with high hopes. This year's chalked up, alright? Just don't even worry about it anymore. Let him rest. Mariota is a pretty good backup QB to have. Alright, just let him take the reins from here. Let JD5 just sit down, heal up, and just prepare for next year. Draft really well defensive-wise, offensive line too, but yeah, it's a tough situation. It really is. I would shut him down. If I were GM, head coach, anyone in the organization, I'm telling Dan Quinn, all right, this guy not playing. We can't keep risking this. We had RG3. We kept playing him. He got hurt. Let's just not do it anymore. So yeah, we'll see if they do. Probably will, honestly, but you never know. We're going to go to the NFC South with the Buccaneers losing to the Saints. And now their division lead in the NFC South is in jeopardy. All right? They're now tied with the Panthers for the division lead. Panthers are a sneaky good team, but the Buccaneers, the way they started the year out, were so good. I don't know what the hell happened. They just look not the best since then. What was it, first 6 weeks, I think, of the year it was, because I'm pretty sure it started right after they played the Lions. They just could not pull anything together after that, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this race goes down to the wire, because Panthers are playing some good ball right now. I think they could surprise them. I think maybe they have a chance, but who knows? It'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing that race happen. We're going to stay in the South, but we're going to move to the AFC now. The Colts lose their third in a row. And then that's not the worst news of the week for them. All right. Daniel Jones also suffered a torn Achilles. And I think that basically seals their fate in the playoffs. I don't think they're making it anymore. They don't have the lead in the division anymore. I think they're a 7th seed as it stands right now, or 6th. But losing Daniel Jones, it's tough because he's been hurt the past couple weeks, playing through it, and you can tell something's off. Not playing their best, and they kept losing. Now you lose him indefinitely. You're in deep waters right here. You got to find a way to swim back. You brought in Riley Leonard. I thought he played pretty good. He didn't look too bad. Then he gets hurt. He finished the game out, though. Props to him. But now he's listed week to week, so he's probably not going to play. What do the Colts do? Just maybe try to save the season. They bring in 44-year-old Grandpa Phillip Rivers. Yes, you heard me right. Phillip Rivers. Guys have played since 2020. I saw a thing earlier showing the starting QBs the year that he last played. Only 6 of them are still the starting QBs for their teams. The rest of the teams have new QBs, guys retired, and all that. It's really weird. This is just a weird season in general. If the Lions don't make the playoffs, I wouldn't be mad, because this whole year has just been upside down, I would say. It's just been all over the place. So, yeah. Phillip Rivers, can he do it? I don't know. I don't think anyone has seen him play football since 2020, except for the Colts on Monday night when they worked him out. So, he's signed to a practice squad, FYI. He's not on the active roster. But, the way it's looking, he's going to have to be the QB on Sunday, because Tyler Warren right now would be their starting QB. So, oh, that's so funny. Uncle Phil. Now it's Grandpa Phil. He has a grandkid. Think about that. He's in the NFL with the grandkid. Unbelievable. We're going to stay in the AFC and head up north. The Steelers beat the Ravens, and the AFC North division is still wide open. Who wins it? I have no idea. I really don't. Bengals could somehow make a late season push with Joe Burrow back. They would have to win out and hope both the Steelers and Ravens lose out. Could that happen? Potentially. Because both of these teams don't look like those teams. They feel like shells of their former selves. I don't know what it is. It's just something with them. Alright? And I think the Ravens, why they're struggling, is Lamar. Lamar's playing the worst football of his life. Alright? This is the last 5 games. He has not had a game with a completion percentage over 58.7. That's bad. That's really bad. And Lamar's a damn good QB. And for him not to be completing more than 60% of his passes is unheard of. That's really bad. He has 2 passing touchdowns the last 5 games, so 4 interceptions. That's not what you want out of him. A 2-time MVP. Those are 2-time MVP numbers. Maybe when he's like 40, those could be his numbers. But right now, no. Absolutely not. And he's only averaging 3.8 yards per rush. You can't be doing that, all right? You can't be doing that. You are the fastest QB in the NFL. You have to be getting more than that. You have to be completing your passes. And that also brings up the question, will both of these teams have new head coaches next season? With both of them playing terrible this year and looking like anyone can win it, will both teams have new head coaches next year? I think the Steelers is most likely. I think there is. I think it's time to get rid of Tomlin. You had your fun. You got your Super Bowl. You can't just keep going 9-8, 10-7, 11-6 every year. Lose in the first round of the playoffs and go on to next year in the middle of a pack, first round pick, and then just keep winning. You can't do it. He hasn't done it. Now with the Ravens, Harbaugh, could happen, but I don't think it will. Alright, the only way it happens, I think, is if it's on Harbaugh's terms. Like, I want out. I'm done. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. I think there will be some shakeups. There is a reality, I think, where every single head coach in the AFC North is fired or just decides to leave. The only one I think that wouldn't leave is whoever wins the division. Whoever wins the division, their head coach is staying. Everyone else's head coach is getting fired after this year. Mark my words. Save this. Come back to it when it happens. Maybe all 4 get let go, even whoever wins the division, because they probably won't win in the playoffs. It's just like, okay, that sucks. So, we'll see. It could happen. We never know. Now we're going to get to the Sunday night game. The Texans beat the Chiefs, essentially putting an end to the Chiefs' potentially dynasty, but their playoff hopes. That was an ugly game. Texans defense, we got to give credit to them. That is a top 3 unit, at least in the league. They might be the best unit in the NFL. It's between them, the Seahawks, and I'd say the Broncos. Those are 3 best defenses in the entire NFL. All 3 of them playing out of their minds. The Texans have just been playing insane lately, and I got to give credit to them. It starts up front with Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter. And you can't forget about the guys in the secondary. They got some dogs at corner, at safety. And you can tell they made Patrick Mahomes throw for 3 interceptions. Now, is it part the Texans defense is just so good they made them look bad, or is the Chiefs team bad this year? And I think they are. It's just, you can't have all these drops, all right? Kelsey, right through his hands. I think it was Rashee Rice too. He had one let go. I think they both led into interceptions. What are we doing? I'm happy though. I think every NFL fan outside of Kansas City is happy that this is happening. What a time. What a time to be alive, right? All these bandwagon Chiefs fans are going to be pulling out their old Patriots jerseys, putting them back on, because the Patriots look like the cream of the crop in the AFC right now. So just wait till you see more people in Patriots jerseys and less in Chiefs jerseys. It's going to happen. Yeah. Chiefs playoffs, I think they're out. I think they're not making it. They can't win the AFC West anymore, so They have to skate by into the wild card somehow, some way. They got to rely on the Colts losing out, which could happen with Daniel Jones out, but who knows? Maybe Phillip Rivers just puts together a historic end to the year. He could not. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're going to get into another ugly game on Monday night. The Eagles lose to the Chargers in probably the worst possible way I've ever seen. This game, it was a boiling point for how the Eagles season is going. They were just over the pot. Just, oh my God. Jalen Hurts, 4 interceptions. That's a top 10 QB. That's a top 10 QB, right? Everybody? Yeah. No. No, it's terrible. Granted, some weren't all his fault. But you can't be thrown into those tight windows and your receivers keep dropping the ball. Ugh, it's just A.J. Brown had a couple himself. One of them led to an interception. I don't know what's going on in that locker room other than that positive bunny rabbit thing. Get rid of that ASAP right now. It's just, I don't know what's going on with them. I'm happy to see it as well. But, yeah, they can't keep doing that. And you can't blame it on Patullo because he called an extra pretty good game. They just didn't perform. And I think that just shows how their season's going. This game. It is. But we also got to get to the other side of the ball. Herbert's playing with a broken hand and getting sacked almost every single play, or hit at least. I know, and granted, they've had a lot of injuries to their offensive front. They have. But that's bad. You got to scheme that better. And they also went against a really good defensive line. Yeah, I don't know. But he still found a way to lead the team to the win. Charge them down the field to get into field goal range for Decker the kicker. Automatic every single time. He's going to make it. And you know it. You know it. Yeah, overall it was a good week. Interesting games. Still, like, usually at this point in the NFL season, we can see which teams are the real deal and which ones are fake. There's like maybe 3-4 teams you can tell that's a real deal team. They have what it takes. And the rest, you're just like, I don't know. They could be real. They could be fake. It's interesting. I don't know. But yeah, that's the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, keep doing whatever the hell you want to with the video. I appreciate you guys. I will see you next week.